What's up, ladies, gentlemen? So today, right in front of us, we got a One Piece epithet tier list. So
Mhm.
we see a bunch of character names up right here, and as you can see, we're gonna be ranking them. We got S, A, B, C, and F. Obviously S being the best, F being the lowest, and at the end, we're gonna rank our top three, similar to how we did the Aura tier list.
Mhm.
Um, and we're just gonna be ranking them at the end of our favorite three. And Austin, why don't you explain how all this will be graded?
Yeah, so obviously we have all the characters and then their epithets, and then on the side we also have a list of their other epithets. So some characters actually have multiple, and then some just have different translations than what's shown here. So we also have those written down, and we'll explain it as each character comes up. But I'm thinking the way we rank these is we rank how cool the name is by itself, as well as how it adds to the character. And I
Yeah.
think this kind of gives all the other side characters or the lesser known characters like a chance. So then the top three just isn't like Roger, Rayleigh, like Shanks and all them. So
Yeah.
yeah, I guess we could just jump right in. So obviously, we starting off. Everybody already knows, Monkey D. Luffy, Straw Hat Luffy.
Dude,
Um,
essay.
okay.
um, I don't know, man. That's hard. I think like,
I think
dude, because
it's pretty basic. It's just
it is
Straw
basic,
Hat. Uh,
but it's cool,
Obviously it's
man.
kind of iconic, so it's kind of hard to not be biased. But you know, me trying not to be biased, I think it's fine. I just think it's a little basic. Like it doesn't really
Mm,
tell much about the character besides that, they have a straw hat.
he's the guy in the straw hat. He's the
Yeah.
guy in the straw hat. I think it's a high A or a low S,
Okay.
personally.
I would put it
Because
high
you're
A.
right, it is basic.
I think
But
it's
if
kind
you're
of
thinking
basic of
about it,
just yeah.
but when I think about it, when you're in the One Piece verse, when you see that
Mhm.
motherfucker pull up in the straw hat,
Yeah. As soon as
you
they say
you
movie,
know
what up?
you
Yeah.
you know it's gonna be problems. That's
Mm,
why I feel like it is an S. So, but like, is it S or
okay.
character? But also, it's like, but I don't know, man. It might be.
I think right now we should put it at high
I
A,
think
and
we can do an
obviously
A.
we
Yeah.
can we can like we'll probably end up moving some of these around.
Oh, of course.
Okay, but I think right now we'll just put it at high A, and
So the next
obviously
one
we got Renoir Zoro,
is
Pirate
the
Hunter.
Pirate Hunter. Pirate Hunter Zoro.
Yeah. Mm,
Man. I think that's another A or S.
I would
But
I would put this
that's
above
because
Straw Hat, to be honest. I think
yeah.
the
I mean, if
concept
Straw
of
Hat's gonna
Pirate
be a high
Hunter,
A,
yeah,
if
I would
Straw Hat's gonna
probably
be
put
high
it
A, we can do
above.
Pirate Hunter. Because like, dude, if I was a pirate and I see the Pirate Hunter pull up, I'm like, this
Hmm.
is like the same
Exactly.
thing.
I think especially in the Pirate verse, like the guy called the Pirate Hunter, it's actually a pretty good nickname. So I think right now top of A. And then next we have
Next one is
Frankie.
Cyborg.
And obviously it says Iron Man here, but it's also if you go into the One Piece wiki, they also call him Cyborg Frankie or Iron Man Frankie. So I guess we can kind of base our decision off of like both of those. I personally like Cyborg better.
Dude, Cyborg is cool, but it's pretty basic though. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't think it's as like cool. If I hear Cyborg Frankie's pulling up, I
Hmm.
was like, I don't really
Yeah.
Cyborg could be anybody. It sounds like a fodder.
Yeah. And then Iron Man just sounds kind of dumb. I think it's
I mean,
C
that's
or
not dumb.
B right now. What do you think?
I think it's C. I think
Which one?
we
B?
gotta set the tone, man. I
Hmm.
think it's going to C. I think
C?
it's either
Okay.
low B or high C.
Okay. I'm willing to put it top of C right now. And obviously, I think right now we got to do a good distribution because with our Aura tier list, I
Yeah,
realized we were just putting so many into S. So,
but dude, that's their aura, man.
mhm,
This whole show is full of aura farmers, you
yeah.
know.
And then next, they kind of put them together, but we have Dory and Bragi. Obviously, I think Dory's called the Blue Ogre, and then Bragi is
Froggies are
called the Red
red.
Ogre. Mm,
I think this is a I think this is a C
okay,
because
yeah, I was thinking
I
C
don't when
too.
I think of Dory and Broggy, I don't think Blue Ogre, Red Ogre.
Yeah,
Like it's
I agree with
I
that.
think it's C. It
I'm
doesn't really
willing to
strike
just throw it
anything to
here.
me. I think it's C.
Mhm.
Same thing with these next,
Yeah, the next
like
few.
Nyanji, Niji, and Reiju.
Yeah,
Like I've never heard anyone say, "Oh, that's Winchgreen," or
yeah,
that's Electric
electric
Blue,
blue,
Poison Pink."
poison pink.
This might go in F, to be honest.
I think they should just go with the F. I
Yeah,
mean, it's just, yeah, I think these are just whatever. I don't really like their names, to be honest.
no. Those
Okay.
are whatever's.
Hmm.
But okay, now see what's pulling up is
Yeah,
Big Mom.
yeah, we got Charlotte Linlin, Big Mom.
That's Big Mom. That's S tier.
I was
Dude,
gonna
that
say,
that's S tier.
I
That's
think it's
S tier
S.
because no one calls her Lin Lin, right? Unless
Hmm.
you like you know her like the fucking
Yeah.
government name. You know what I'm saying?
No,
No, that's Big Mom.
I agree. Like even when I
Everyone
see
calls her Big
the
Mom.
character, I just think Big Mom. I don't even think of her name. So I think this nickname is actually like better than her actual name.
Big Mom's a fire. Yeah, I like Big Mom.
Hmm. And
Um,
then obviously we got Charlotte Cracker, the Thousand Arms. Um, I actually don't even know why he's
it's
called the
not it.
Thousand Arms.
No, it's. I don't think so. I've never heard anyone call him Thousand Arms. That might go. That might be another F or it might be a
Yeah,
C.
I'm down to put F. Yeah, like I think all the Fs, like it doesn't even matter where they are in Fs. I just think it doesn't matter where they rank in F. They're an F. It doesn't matter.
So the next one is Tamago.
Hmm.
Tamago
Known as
Baron.
Baron.
I think people call him Baron, but it doesn't really like
Yeah,
I feel like it's unfair because the character doesn't really stick out aside
yeah.
from like when you first meet him.
Hmm.
But it's like, you know, Baron's a pretty cool nickname. I just feel like it could have gone to a better character. I like the nickname itself. Baron's a
Yeah,
cool
I think
nickname.
Baron's fine.
But the how much it adds to the character doesn't really add anything to me.
I'm thinking
So
C.
I'd say it's a C.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a
Okay.
C.
I'm willing to throw it to C. And
So the big
then
is it Big News Morgan is
yeah,
fire.
I
I
think
like
this
Big
is
News Morgan.
S. I
Yeah,
think
it's
this
an
is
S tier.
S. No, especially
Because
I
like
think it adds to a lot of his character, And also I do think the name Big News is pretty cool.
yeah.
And then next we have Strusen, the Gourmet Knight.
I nah. That's the guy that was making the stuff for Big Mom, right?
Yes,
So
he's the one who has the food fruit. The
mhm.
Gourmet Knight, I guess it's fitting for his devil fruit, but it's pretty basic. I think this one's another C. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's like anything special.
Yeah, it's nothing special. I'd put him at C as well. It does add to his character, but like come on.
Hmm.
Like this is just more like bottom of C and like F has just become like fodder,
Pretty
like whatever
much.
nickname.
Hmm.
Yeah. So we got Kaido.
Okay, yeah.
Say Kaido, he has two. It's King of the Beast and the world's strongest creature.
Hmm. I
And
think obvious S.
I,
The
I don't know,
strongest
man.
creature,
Yeah, I'll put it at
the
low
king
S.
of
I
S.
was thinking high
I would put
A,
it
but
okay.
I'll put it S. Put it S because
Bottom.
it
I
is a
think
good
bottom of
nickname.
S. The strongest creature and yeah, the king of beasts. Ooh,
I
could
like
be
King of the
kind of
Beast. King of the
yeah,
Beast is I like King of the Beast, but
yeah.
yeah. So Hyogoro of the Flower. I like this.
I
I
like
actually like
it.
it, but it's sweet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it's because I'm a sucker for flower stuff. But
Hmm. I'm thinking
you
either
know,
B or A. Do you
I
think this
think this
is?
is a good
What do you
person to
think?
put in B.
Okay, I was
I
gonna
think
say
it's a good
this might be
person to
our
put in
first
B.
B. You know. And then
Yeah,
next we have
but
Monkey D. Dragon, who's known as here it says the Rebellious, but if you look on the wiki, they call him the Rebellious Dragon, also known as the world's worst criminal.
World's Worst Criminal strikes fear
Hmm.
into me. It does
Yeah,
something. It moves me.
yeah,
Rebellious Dragons, whatever, but World's Worst Criminal moves me.
yeah.
I'd say it's a B as well,
Hmm.
mainly because like I don't think when I think of like nicknames,
Hmm.
I think Straw Hat Pyre Hunter. I don't
Yeah.
see it in the same sense with World's Worst Criminal.
Hmm. I'm
Dude,
thinking top, like
it
top of B.
is.
It's a good nickname,
I think it
but
is probably. It is, yeah.
okay.
Lingering Snow,
Hmm.
Kiku.
Kiku, yeah, of the
Uh,
lingering snow.
that
Uh,
might be a C or low C or F for me.
Yeah,
personally.
like I didn't even
It's too
know
much
this was
it's
their
too much
nickname.
going on.
Yeah,
It's too much going on, and I didn't even know there was a nickname.
I'm kind of willing to put because I just see the character. And I think Kiku. I don't even think of the lingering stuff. So I'm down to just
No.
throw it the F.
The Kappa.
Yeah,
The Kappa
Kawamatsu, the Kappa.
the the Kappa in itself, like as
Mhm.
character aside, I think it's a cool nickname.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck the Kappa is,
Mhm.
Kappa Chungus, but
Mhm.
I think it's a cool B,
Yeah,
or
I would
it
probably
might
put
be
it bottom
it
of
might
B.
be yeah.
Or like bottom would be top of
But like
C.
to be honest, I
I think
think
right
like
here.
Cyborg is better than the Kappa.
Okay, I was thinking that too. Do you think we put him in C then? And then
Yeah,
do we ever
let's
move
yeah, let's
Frankie up from
yeah, let's
Cyborg?
move Frankie up.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
move Frankie up. Cyborg Frankie's cool. I don't like Iron Man. Cyborg
Yeah,
Frankie's
Iron
cool.
Man does
So
not hit, but Cyborg is fine. Is fine.
yeah.
Okay, and then we have
Alright, so who's
Shinobu,
next?
and then she has two:
The
the
Man
Man
Killer
Killer,
is
and then
cool.
also known as the Bewitching Kinoichi.
I like
Uh,
the Man Killer,
I think the Man Killer's
but
fire. Like, I think the Man Killer's either like B or bottom of A.
I think it's no, I think it's B.
Okay, I'm down to put him.
It's definitely cool. I think
Yeah.
it's not as good as the Rebellious or World's Worst
Okay.
Criminal.
I think right here because I think the Man Killer's better than Cyborg.
Oh my god, this next one, Yosu, dude,
Okay, this one's kind
the
of hard.
Hedgehog. The Hedgehog is a fire because I feel like it really just matches who he is and how he
Yeah,
looks.
Yasu the
He's a
Hedgehog.
the Hedgehog is a goofy ass name in a world where people are like the pirate hunter,
Hmm.
Big Mom, like King of the Beast.
Yeah,
This motherfucker is a hedgehog,
and then you
and
see his
he's a goofy
hair.
ass.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
goofy.
it it fits him really well, and I'd say it's a B though.
Okay.
I feel like I think we need to start evening out the B's, but
Hmm.
I feel like it's in between Man Killer and World's Worst Criminal.
Okay.
World's Worst Criminal might be the top of
World's.
B for me, but
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's kind of hard to beat. To be honest, the world's worst
you know,
criminal. And then next we
well,
have Denjiro, known as the dozing
I've never
Kyoshiro or
heard
napping Kyoshiro.
I've never heard anyone call him that. Unless I'm mistaken.
I believe they did. I think they called him that like once or something in the anime. I mean, again, does this just go to F? Do we just throw him at the
I'd
F?
say it's bottom of C.
Bottom of C? Okay. The napping? It's better than the
A
lingering
wildfire.
snow. Oh,
Listen, bro. The wildfire. It's
I
either an
think this
S
is
or an
A.
A.
I think this is A.
That's a perfect A. I
Yeah, I
agree.
think this is A.
Wildfire is a cool name.
The wildfire.
Like these next ones are coming up are actually like really good. The
Yeah.
Queen the Plague
I also
matches
really
him
like
really
the
well,
plague as
and
well.
in itself is a
Mhm.
really cool nickname. So I'd say it's either A or S as well. Might be right next to Wildfire, to
I
be
actually kind of
honest.
like the plague better than the wildfire.
Yeah. All right.
And the next character we have Dr. Kuriha, also known as
Rehab.
Doctrine.
Doctorine. Doctorine.
Doctorine,
Doctorine.
yeah. I think it's pretty
It's
basic.
cute.
Yeah, like
It is
I think
basic.
like
I'd say it's a C.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say
not
they're
F.
like
It's
similar to
F.
C. It's not that bad. I'm just gonna throw it in here.
All right.
Actually, maybe here.
Da Daz Bones, my
Oh,
boy, Mister One.
yeah, the killer. They call him the
I
killer.
don't. I've never killed. I've never seen it or heard him call it the killer,
Hmm. But
unless I'm tripping.
it's been a while. I don't remember, but I do think the name the killer's pretty
The
cool.
killer is cool, but it's like you're
Yeah.
just throwing stuff. Like you just get like yeah. In itself, it is a cool nickname, right?
Hmm.
But it's like, dude, it's like being in the UFC, right?
Yeah.
And your nickname is the Assassin. It's like okay,
Yeah.
that's like yeah, it's a cool nickname, but it's like come on, bro. Like how many is the Assassin? The Killer. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? It's pretty basic. It is cool, but it's
I
pretty
think
basic.
yeah. So what do you think of B?
I'd say it's a B or a C.
Okay,
I'd say low
I'll put
B.
him
It's
low
below
B,
Cyborg.
below
Below
cyborg. Yeah,
Cyborg.
killer.
So the
Okay,
next one,
Fire
Fire Fist.
Fist,
Like
Ace.
see, like this is This is fire.
Mhm.
Literally, I think that's an S tier.
I would put this as because it's like I don't even really call him like pork ass pork. What is it? Pork ass
They
Ace.
call him
I call
Fire
him
Fist
Fire
Ace.
Fist. Yeah, like everyone calls
They
him
call him
Fire
Fire
Fist.
Fist.
So I think like for S, it's like like it almost like replaces their name sometimes. You know.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay. This next one I actually really like. So we got obviously we got Crocodile, and they call him Sir Crocodile. He's also known like a few times as like the Desert King, but I think what do you think about the
it's
name
Sir Crocodile. I
Sir?
like Sir
Yeah.
Crocodile. Sir Crocodile is cool.
Hmm.
It moves me because
Yeah.
it's on his
Dude, they put
it's on his
respect on
bounty
his name,
poster.
you know?
It's on his bounty. Like, same thing with God Usopp. They
Mm,
put Sir Crocodile on his thing. Maybe because we don't know Crocodile's lineage, his name or whatever. But Sir
mm,
Crocodile, I fuck with that. I
yeah.
think I think that's an A,
Bottom of
to be
A?
honest.
Somewhere?
Honorary.
Somewhere in
Because
A,
it,
yeah.
it fits like it fits him. He's a manly man. He's Sir.
Mm,
Call him refer
but
to
yeah,
him. Please put respect on his name.
I actually really like this name, bro. Ooh, okay. And then
Next
next we
one
got
is
Blackleg
Blackleg.
Sanji.
I s- dude,
I don't
I think that's
know.
an A.
Okay, you think
To be
so?
honest, Blackleg. Yeah, I think that's.
Blackleg.
But to be honest, I don't really think like when because okay, so that might be B because
I was thinking like top of B somewhere.
I think that's top of B. I agree because when I think of like man, I hate this, but okay, but I think Pyre Hunter, right?
Yeah.
It's a tier above Blackleg.
Yeah. You
It's
know,
funny
the
to
plague,
say.
the wildfire, stir. Like I
Yeah, I
think
mean, but
Blackleg is just one step below that.
would you rather? Yeah, it does fit his character really well though.
Hmm.
Literally, because he's just all like he's just kicking people, but
Yeah.
it's not as cool as the ones that are in A tier.
Hmm. And then
Like
next we
now
got God
God
Usopp.
Usopp might be different.
Yeah. He's
God
also known
Usopp,
as what's it called? Like the king of snipers.
Sniper
I think
King.
that's where like Soga King comes from. So like when I looked it up, I saw
That's
both
two
of
different
those.
people, bro. That's two
Yeah.
different people.
But I'd rather we go with God Usopp, you know?
God Usopp. God Usopp
Ooh.
is funny
Yeah.
because like when we're going back to like how we were saying this, like it adds his character really well because
Hmm.
this guy is just a capper. He
Yeah.
just lies all the time, and he portrays himself as God Usopp. Not even from like his like
Yeah,
what he did.
he didn't give
He
himself this
didn't do it on
nickname,
purpose.
you
He
know?
didn't do it on purpose. Like
Yeah.
he when he freed the people of Dressrosa from the curse
Hmm.
or from the devil fruit, the Toy fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, this is our guy. This is him. Like, this is God Usopp. And then that's how it just stuck with him.
And I
And
feel like even when we talk like off camera, when we talk about Usopp, we actually always call him God Usopp. I
that's
feel
God
like it's just like
Usopp.
a running meme, and it really sticks to his character. So I think A,
Yeah, that's an A. That's above Sir, I think.
just the most.
But
Yeah, God Usopp.
and then Con Candy Lover
Chopper.
is I think it's a B, bro, or a C.
I think it's C. Uh,
I'll much respect to Chopper, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I just like never really say this. You know what I mean? Or like think about it too
yeah,
much. Like Con Candy Lover is just.
yeah,
I'm down to just throw it somewhere and see. Okay, and you already know, dude.
Fire King is S here
The Pirate King is
because
obvious as, you know. I
it
think I'll
is.
just throw it all these into S, and then at the end we can kind of just like rearrange it, and then to get our top three, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. There's really
I'll
not
just
much
list
just
them.
to explain about Pirate King. It's just like
Yeah, in a
that's the
world
whole
of
point of the
pirates,
show.
the nickname of Pirate King, yeah, you
And
gotta give
everybody
respect.
wants that name. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants to be the
Yeah,
Pirate King.
exactly. Everyone, that's what
And
everybody's like
you gotta
striving
give respect
for.
to the original. The
Mhm.
original.
The OG. Okay,
All right, next one. It
okay.
has two
Nico
nicknames, Light of
Robin.
the
Hmm.
Revolution, but I think everyone always remembers her by the
Devil
Demon
Child.
Child or
Yeah,
Devil
Demon
Child.
Child, Devil Child. Mm,
So it has
ooh.
stuck,
Yeah.
eh, especially with her early like character before like when we find out why they call her a Devil Child and why the government's trying to like get rid of her.
Hmm.
I do think it is very nice. and it is what it is a whatever nickname to me, but like context
Yeah.
added to it, it makes it a lot better, right?
Hmm.
So I think it's either a low A or a high, or actually no, never,
I think
mid B, mid B, mid
mid
B,
B.
mid
Okay,
B.
I was thinking like mid to high B somewhere.
Yeah,
Where
the
we're
context of it does
in
carry
relation to the world's worst criminal, you know? I think
below,
just
below.
below, yeah.
World's Worst Criminal is crazy.
I know.
So
Okay, next we
okay,
got
okay, this next
Jinbei.
one,
You know, it says Knight of
First
the
Son of
Sea
the
here,
Sea.
but yeah, I think I'd rather go with First Son of the Sea. That's his other
Yeah,
epithet. In which, dude, I think that's fire. I think that's A. First Son of the Sea, and he's a fisherman. Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking
I
like
think it's
what?
that.
A?
That goes into A. I think it goes to A.
Bottom of A or top of B?
Bottom of A.
Okay.
Bottom of A. First Son
Okay.
of the Sea is fire, bro. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that is a
Knight of the
cool
Sea
ass
doesn't have
nickname.
the same ring as First Son of the Sea.
No.
So I think if we're
So okay,
going in terms of First Son of the Sea, I'm down to put bottom of A right now.
so now this next one. My goat, my king, my glorious
Yeah.
king. That's my
He's the
guy.
GOAT.
That's the goat right here. She's red hair. See, if this is my list, I'd say yes. For obvious reason.
Yeah. I do think the name Red Hair is kind of basic, but obviously it adds to his character. I like it, my list. I would just put A somewhere in A.
Welcome.
I would put that similar to like Straw Hat, you know, where it's like it. Yeah, obviously it kind of
It
like
is. It is the
defines the
same. It is the
character,
same.
but like it's like
Yeah.
I think in terms of like when you're calling somebody the plague, you know, Fire Fist, like red haired doesn't have like the that threat, you know. If we were to like
But
remove the
sometimes,
character, like if you told
oh,
me red haired is coming after me, I'd be like, okay, you know,
dude. But
like
but
that's fine.
sometimes,
But if you told me the
but
pirate hunter was
sometimes,
coming, you already know.
but sometimes you just gotta be nonchalant. Oh
Yeah.
shit, red hair is coming. That move, dude. I'm like, you're talking about the guy, the red hair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
There's a million pirate hunters. Okay, but then again, there's the pirate hunter. But I'm
Yeah,
talking about
the
the red
pirate
hair.
hunter.
Red hair. He like his name doesn't have to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to
Hmm.
be menacing for it to strike fear into everybody in the One Piece versus mind. That's what I
Yeah.
say. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'll concede.
Hmm.
So there's okay. These next guys from
Yo,
Buggy's
yeah.
crew. All right.
I believe these
Well,
guys
I'm,
are in
I'm
the
gonna get
cross
these out of
guild.
the way. We have a lot of characters to get through. We'll put it out
Yeah.
of the way.
I
Kabaji
believe this
Moji.
guy's Kabaji
I'm
and
putting them
Moji.
either. I'm either putting them in bottom of C or
Acrobat.
top of F.
Okay, I'm throwing these guys at the F. I didn't even know these
Because
guys. First of
these are
all, I didn't
not.
even know these nicknames, and I also didn't even know their names. We just gotta throw them at the F. Beast Tamer, Acrobat.
See,
Yeah, I don't know.
see. So okay, so Kuro, man with a thousand plans. I say that goes to C,
Yeah,
but it's because his plans fucking suck.
I was gonna say yeah. Apparently, like he has 100 plans, but none of them worked. So he's
None of
getting
them
thrown into
work.
C. And this
How
next
long this
one,
song?
I
I've
didn't
never
know
heard people
this.
call him.
Yeah, I had to look this
And
up.
it makes sense. It makes sense. I've never heard anyone call him along the saw. So I'll put him in like
C F the saw. Like I've never heard this before. Like I guess it kind of makes sense. So maybe somewhere in C. What do you think?
yeah, C.
Okay, we'll just throw him somewhere in C. Ooh, okay. Next we have, I believe this is Zeph, and they call him Redfoot. I think he's referred to as Red Leg, Zeph. And
Um,
like, isn't this similar to Black Leg, but just like a little like worse?
yeah,
Like, what do you think?
it is a
Bottom of
little.
B?
It doesn't. Bottom of B, but it doesn't. It's not as cool
It
as
doesn't have,
Blackleg.
yeah,
Blackleg is sick.
like,
Okay,
yeah. I would say bottom of B.
the next one, White Chase.
Hmm.
C.
Yeah, I
I
think
fuck
they
with
call him White
Smoker. You
Chase,
know
the
what I'm
White
saying?
Hunter. I think he's also
'Cause all he
referred to
do is
as
run, but he never gets it done
yeah.
when it matters most. How long have you been trying to catch Luffy?
Dude, yeah, I've actually been waiting for his return, you know? But it doesn't seem like he's ever
Nah,
coming
that's
back. It looks like he's given up on the chase. So,
yeah.
what do you think?
I'm putting it a B.
Bottom will be
Yeah.
okay.
We
Okay.
got we got dude, there's so many characters.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
Next we
god.
have Pell, the Falcon. I mean, like
It fits but okay,
it
this is
fits
the
his
thing. If
character,
we
you
put
know.
okay, where we put him, we gotta put Market the Phoenix at the same spot. Even though Phoenix is a lot cooler,
No,
we're
Phoenix is
using the same
cooler than the
logic.
Falcon. But yeah, we
That's
do
true.
kind of have to put them around the same. Dude, I think like it's not a terrible name, you know, the Falcon. I think B, somewhere in B.
Okay. Just put a B.
Okay, I'm throwing him
Somewhere
in
in
B
B.
somewhere. Dude, next we got Wapole,
Next,
dude.
dude,
Wapole
template. I've never heard people call him template.
template.
That's an instancy. Wapple is an
Dude,
L. All right. That might
I
go as
just
C or F. Let's put it at. Put it
let,
at.
let's
Put it. Put it.
put
Put it.
let's put him at the F just for his character. Okay,
Okay,
Soul
no,
King
Soul
Brook.
King. Soul King is
This
S
has a
tier.
nice
Soul King
ring.
is S tier. Soul King
Okay,
is S tier
I'm actually willing to put
because
this in
he's
the
on
S tier.
Spotify.
Mhm.
That's the Soul King.
No,
That's
yeah,
the Soul King. It fits his character very
it fits
well.
his character, and
People in
some
the One
people
Piece
know
Twitch,
him only as the Soul King. You know?
dude, it's so good that his stage name is his like bounty poster.
Yeah.
That's K Brook. That's Soul King. Put respect on
Mhm.
his name. That's the King of Soul.
I completely agree. I think this is S.
Okay,
And then
Shaka the Jackal.
yes. Mm,
See, the Jackal I've heard as a nickname in other like games or shows, which was very cool. But to
hmm.
me, in this sense, of the character, it doesn't really move me that much.
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
putting
I
this in
agree.
C.
Okay. I think it's like if
Black.
we were to put it somewhere, I would put it somewhere higher C though. I do kind of like the name the Jackal. It has a nice ring to it. I'll put it somewhere here.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Blackbeard.
I have a lot to say about this.
Yeah,
All right,
this was kind of
fuck
hard.
Blackbeard
Yeah.
because you're trying to steal another person's name, right? Whitebeard
Hmm.
was OG. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get that. So no, so fuck Brownbeard, fuck all the
All
beards.
the other colored
So
beards.
so, but people still call you Teach.
Yeah,
They like
Marshall.
Whitebeard stuck. People call him Whitebeard. People like you know what I mean. Like,
Hmm.
dude, that's Teach. You're Teach, bro. You'll never be Blackbeard. Fuck you.
Yeah,
So I'll
I'm
put
not
him
a
at
big
B,
fan of
B or
this
A.
nickname. I think it goes B because I feel like
B for
he's just
Blackbeard.
trying to yeah B for Blackbeard. Yo, actually, uh, somewhere here, I think here.
Yeah.
That's fine. And then next, let's see, who do we have
Hina.
here? Hina.
Hina.
Hina, the
Hina puts
Black Cage.
Perso. I put her at C. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
or F because I've never heard people call Black Cage, but it's like
yeah.
a lot of these go instant F because I've never heard anyone actually call
I'll
any of
just
these
throw it into
characters.
somewhere C. I do think the name Black Cage. It's not a terrible nickname, you know, but it's
Yeah.
definitely like for her character. I didn't know that, you know.
Mhm.
Okay, we got my boy what is his name? Burgess? Jesus Burgess?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus Burgess.
Jesus Burgess champion.
I like
I
this.
like
I like
this.
this.
I personally like this. I
But
don't
I've
like
never
his
heard anyone call him
character,
champion.
but I do like the name champion.
I'll put it
So,
I'll
is
put
it
it at
B
C.
or C? Champion.
C.
Really?
C.
High C
C.
though.
C. It goes to C. I see. I see.
Champion. Dude, is it the highest C or no? Is it better than the Kappa? Oh, actually, I don't know.
No.
Is it better than Jackal though? The Jackal.
No.
Okay, well, I'll throw it
Just
here.
put it there. Just put it there.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. We have Doc Q, who so like here it says the Grim Reaper, but when you look it up on the One Piece wiki, they call him the Death God.
That's God.
Yeah, dude.
See
On the One Piece
see the
wiki,
thing
they
is
call
like
him the Death God, and I was just like,
so the,
okay, both these names are
so
actually
the
pretty
thing
good.
is, but nobody calls him that.
Yeah, that's true.
I think I've heard them. They've mentioned Green Reaper maybe
I do
once.
remember the Grim Reaper, and I do like that name though. But again, nobody does refer to him as the Grim Reaper.
That's dog cute.
That's Doc, you know.
That's the dog. I'll put him at C or B.
Yeah.
It is such a cool name, but
Okay,
it's like
I think he's high C. The Grim
that's what
Reaper
tells me.
is kind of a good. It's kind of a really cool name.
The next one is the Supersonic.
Yes, it's Van Auger, the Supersonic, which I've never heard this name. Have you? He's just
No,
Van Auger.
but it does fit his name. It does
Yeah,
fit his name, but I'll put it at C just because like I'm never,
I'll
you know what I'm
put
saying. So so
somewhere
from what
here.
I've seen
Yeah,
so far, F is like very bad names of people that we've never like heard them call that. And
yeah.
C is just like we never heard people call it out. It's still pretty cool though. But
Mm-hmm.
next one, Lafitte. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Lafitte, the Demon Sheriff.
Ooh, I like this name.
That is a cool name. But again,
Yeah.
it fits into the C thing. It's like
I think most of the Blackbeard crew is just gonna hover around high C because they you
he's
can't like I actually think this Demon Sheriff is a pretty it's a pretty cool name.
okay. This one
Oh,
is good. Sky Knight.
Gan Fall.
Sky
They call him Sky Knight
Sky
or
Knight.
Knight of the Sky. Um, dude, this is like
I think
oh
it's a B.
I
I
think
like Sky Knight.
yeah I think it's like high B. It's also very fitting to his character. I
Yeah.
think this is very fitting.
So let's put
Uh,
it as B.
oh,
Low B, low B, low
low
B, low
B.
B.
Better
Or
or
mid
worse than
B.
Cyborg?
Better, worse than
Worse.
Cyborg, better than
I
Mr. Mom.
realize
Yeah.
Cyborg is just middle of B for
That's the
us. You
gatekeeper.
know,
That's the gatekeeper.
that's the
That's the gatekeeper.
gatekeeper of middle of B. Is Cyborg. Oh man,
See,
and
I
then
like the
next,
hyena.
yeah,
The
the hyena
hyena is good.
Bellamy, the
It
hyena.
fits him.
Hmm.
It fits him very well. And it's like, because I think, because when we think of like animals in the
Hmm.
Sahara or whatever, wherever
Yeah.
like there's like lions, tigers, and bears and shit, right?
Hmm.
Hyenas is not that high up on that pecking order. They're still
Yeah.
dangerous, like that,
Hmm.
and that to me that's Bellamy and Steve. It's like yeah, he's dangerous, but he's not Luffy.
That is true. So what are you
He
thinking?
ain't any of these guys.
I'm thinking B. It's
He's
definitely
always
better
in
than the
cloud.
Falcon, right?
Yeah, I'll put it at B tier.
Okay, better worse than Cyborg. I kind of like the name, the
Worst.
hyena though.
The
Okay,
hyena is cool.
it's actually kind of
I'll
cool.
put it around. I might be above actually. I don't know. It's
Okay,
like,
I think it's the hyena or cyborg. I kind of like the hyena. I think
uh,
it's pretty good for his character. Ooh, okay.
so this next one
We
is
have
Wiper,
Wiper.
Weeper,
Yes,
the Berserker or Berserker. I've
Berserker.
never heard, and again, this falls into the I've
I've
never
never
heard them
heard,
call.
but it's a good name.
It is a good
But
name.
I've never heard. So what? C? I'm thinking like somewhere middle to high C.
Yeah,
Better or worse than Cotton Candy Lover?
better than pecan candy. Better than cotton candy.
Okay, and you
Accent,
know.
Accent Morgan,
Alexander
classic.
Morgan. Yeah,
That is a classic name right there.
this is a classic.
I'd say
Very fitting for his
C tier.
character.
High C, low B.
High C or
Because
low
it's
B?
very basic.
It
He's
is
got an
very
accent.
basic. I think it goes into somewhere here, like high B-ish area.
Yeah. Um, next one is Gadatsu. Is it Gadatsu?
No, actually, I don't know who this guy is. I forgot to put him on my list. The Sky, what's it called? The Sky Breeder? This is just kind of weird.
Ashura, a Sky
Oh,
Breeder.
this is kind of weird.
Obviously, we skipped Skypea.
Yeah, apparently we don't know.
Ohm. What's Ohm? His name is Ohm. He's one of the four priests.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
The
No,
Sky
I'm not, dude.
Breeder?
That's Sky Breeder is a funny ass name. I'm not gonna lie, but nah, that. There should be a D for Diddy, bro.
Yeah.
That's a,
Okay, bottom of C or top of F? I mean,
no. Let's just put him in C. It is fun. It is funny. I'm
it's
not
kind
gonna
of
lie. It is
funny.
a pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay, I'll throw him in here somewhere. Okay, you already know. No, God. This is fire.
I like that too. But the thing is, there's already another god. But
Yeah,
you know, guess what? We can't fault him for it because he was the first one. So
yeah.
I'll put him in A.
I think
Next
he's
with
actually,
God Usopp.
yeah, I think he's just above God Usopp. Because I think it's very fitting because even in Skypiea, everybody actually refers to him as a god, you know?
Yeah.
Like all the people of Skypiea. So I think he
The
gets
next
the top middle A.
next one is Gidatsu,
Sky
Sky Boss.
Boss. I B for boss, you know?
Maybe be for boss. I don't, it doesn't again. It doesn't move me. You
Oh,
know, I don't really
yeah.
feel fear when I hear Sky Boss is coming.
I think
So put him there.
yeah. B for boss.
So the next one too,
Satori
Satori.
of the Forest.
These next two guys, Satori and Shura, can go like C again, low C.
Yeah.
But that's just personally for me. So the
Skyrider.
one after though, Nolan the
Ooh.
Liar.
Yeah.
This is the nickname
Monquag
that's been
Nolan, the
this is a nickname
liar.
that's been passed on for generations.
Hmm.
Your daddy a rat, so you a rat too.
Yeah. I mean,
Your
because
daddy a liar, so
everyone
you a
knows
liar
him as
too.
Nolan the liar, you know?
That's a good name. I think that's actually A or
A.
B.
I,
Personally, low A or B.
dude,
Oh,
really? Because I
or
feel like the name is so iconic with him that I literally call Nolan the liar every time I refer to him.
that's what I'm saying. That's why he's
He's
there.
definitely A, yeah. Okay. Better or worse than God? The liar. Dude, it's been passed down
I
for
think
generations.
I think it's low. So
Low?
whatever the
Okay.
lowest,
Low. Okay, first,
but
what is it? Yeah. First Son of the Sea? Yeah.
so like I think aside from First Son of the Sea, because First Son of the Sea is just cool, right?
Yeah.
In terms of A tier, is like we know these names synonymous to their characters.
Mm-hmm.
So Pirate Hunter Zoro, Queen the
Yeah.
Plague, King of Wildfire, Straw Hat Luffy,
I mean,
Red Hair
I think
Chicken,
these
and
two,
Terror.
they're just good names in general, you know?
They're just good names.
Like,
So
but
like
then the other
First
ones
Son
are
of the
very
Sea,
synonymous with some of these characters.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people do. Like there are some people that will call Black Luck Sanji like that in the
Yeah.
same way of just Pirate Hunter, but
Oh, true. Did we ever put a bottle of A?
yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Okay,
it's like
I
that.
think because yeah, some people do actually refer to him as Blackleg.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Oh, dude, this is my boy right here, Foxy. I didn't know his name, his
Fuck.
nickname, his epithet was Silver Foxy
Silver Fox is
or Silver
cool,
Fox. I
but
mean,
Silver Fox is cool if you have a gray mustache,
yeah,
and
I
he
don't know
does
why
not
he's
have a
called
gray
the Silver
mustache.
Fox. Like,
Only because I knew someone who had a gray mustache, like a teacher who had a gray mustache. You know who I'm talking about, and we called him the Silver Fox. See, that's cool. You know
where
who
are
I'm
we
talking
putting
about?
him? Yeah.
That's the Silver
Where
Fox.
would you put him?
I put him C or F. F for Foxy. Fuck Foxy.
Yeah. Okay. I think F for Foxy. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Next we got Calgara, who's known as the
Demon of
Demon of
Shandora. It's
Shandora.
get this.
Dude,
I
we
don't
should
want to
have.
disrespect,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but I'm putting this at C.
You're putting this at C? Okay. Is it
There's a
like
lot of C's.
where in relation to C?
Middle. It's
Demon?
mid. It screams
Mid?
mid. It screams
Okay.
mid to me.
I'll put him around Berserker.
Yeah.
I'll group them. Okay, this one, dude, Kaku. Nobody knows this, right? Mountain
Nobody
Wind.
knows it. This
This
might be F.
this
This
is
might
actually
be F.
bottom of F. This is bottom of F.
This
Like
might be.
I like this was actually like okay before we even record this. Me and Lyle looked at this list, and this was the one name that we actually both brought up was Kaku the Mountain Wind. Like you
Who's
know
calling him that?
nobody's calling him
That's a
this,
cool
and nobody
name. That's
knows
a cool
this.
nickname.
Yeah. Mountain. Well,
Okay,
I don't
this
even
is
think
really.
that's a good nickname. Mountain Wind. Like they just, it's like they open a dictionary and they just like flip to two random pages and point at two random words.
That's wild.
Okay.
All right. So this
Obviously,
next
next we
one,
have Garp, and
S. Garp, Garp
they
the
call him the
hero.
Fist, also the hero of the Marines. This is ass.
Garp
You already
the
know.
fist. In a
The
world
Fist.
where people have devil fruits, they have
Yes.
swords.
This guy
This
has
guy just
his
has
fist.
hands.
He has two
This guy has
fists.
hands.
Yeah, and he's also the hero of the Marines. Like,
They don't call Mihawk the sword. They call him world's strongest swordsman.
yeah,
Those guy right here. He's the fist.
the fist. Yeah.
So yeah, he's fist.
Okay.
Iron Mace.
We got
Iron Mace
Alvida.
goes into
Uh,
okay. Put Sky Boss at C,
where's
and
Sky
then
Boss?
replace it. Put
Sky Boss.
and then put Iron Mace there. Put Iron Mace there.
Iron Mace where?
I actually really fuck with Iron Mace.
At B, the bottom of B.
I think it's good. I think it's a cool name. It
Iron
just sucks
Mace.
because it's wasted on like a pretty
I mean, it was like
whatever
the first
character.
like kind of like antagonist in the story. But the Iron Mace, Alvida. Eh, it's got a decent ring to it. Okay, let's see. Next we got T-Bone, also known as the Ship Cutter. I like this name.
It's a cool name.
I think this is somewhere in B.
No, no.
Mm,
Because it's like,
oh,
yeah,
Ship
T-Bone.
Cutter.
Isn't T?
Yeah,
Put a B.
I'll throw it
But
into
I don't
somewhere
know,
here.
like, yeah,
Better or worse than Iron Mace?
even worse.
Worse?
Because I don't really know T-Bone as the ship cutter.
Actually, yeah.
I know
Who's
Iron Mace Alvida is synonymous with Alvida. But like it just sucks because there's another
okay?
character like Alvida.
This person might actually have to go to C. Yeah, I know. What do you think? C? Somewhere C.
Yeah, I'll go see.
Somewhere with Skyballs. The
See,
more I look at
next one. Oh,
Skyballs, the less I like it.
yeah.
Maybe it's because I
So
this character looks goofy as hell. Okay, you already know.
then
We got
Kobe the
Kobe,
hero.
the hero.
This might go top B or low A. IMO.
Hero. Okay,
He ain't.
is it
He's not.
better or worse than the worst villain? Oh, what is it? The worst criminal? I
The
already
world's
forgot.
most criminal.
The
It's.
world's
I think
worst
it's.
criminal.
Is the hero is clean. It's
The hero
clean. It
is
has
pretty clean.
aura. It has aura.
Yeah.
I say it's top of B.
Top of B.
It's
Okay.
Kobe.
Yeah.
That's who
Dude, but
we're
I
so.
feel like he's
That's
just
who.
stealing off of Garp's name, you know? But I guess maybe it's like
Because
he's the second coming of Garp, you know?
he's the second one.
Garp's the hero of the
He's the
mains, and this
next.
guy's
He's the
the
next.
hero.
The next hockey man.
Hmm.
That's him.
Yeah. Okay. I think top of B. I like that placement for him. And then we got Absalom
Get this
of
guy
the
out of here.
graveyard.
F. That's his enough. Fuck Absalom.
F.
I love. I'm not like a Thriller Bark hater,
Mhm.
right? But fuck Absalom. F tier.
Okay, I agree with that. Okay, we
Ghost
got
Princess.
Perona, Ghost
Perona.
Princess.
I've never heard anyone call her Ghost Princess. I think it's a cool name for
Hmm.
Perona. It's
Yeah, I
all right.
think it's
It's whatever,
fitting,
man.
very
You
fitting
know,
for her character.
but I think it's a C.
This goes somewhere in C, somewhere here.
It's mid.
Mid.
It's mid. We
It's
don't
definitely better than
disrespect Perona
Skyball.
here.
Actually, Skyballs are just going down every single time I add one.
Skyboss go to B.
Skyballs, yeah. Skyballs started at bottom of B. Now he's just working his way down. Okay, right now he's right here. Okay. Ooh. Okay. We got Oars.
O's.
They call him. They call him the devil, but then they also call him the Continent Puller.
I like they call. I've
The
heard.
Continent
I've heard
Puller.
people call him the concept for.
That's
It's
a
kind of
pretty
fire.
cool name.
I
I would
like
put
it.
this in B.
I'd say put him in B too
Yeah.
because that's fire, dude.
Yeah. Okay, better
'Cause I
or
remember
worse
when they-
than Cyborg? I think it's better.
Um,
Or worse.
I think it's worse.
Actually, okay. Better or worse than Killer? Continent Puller.
Where do we put Killer?
Killer's a
oh,
B.
we talk about.
Oh no! I
Oh,
mean
yeah,
the
No. But leave it there.
Here, okay. Dude, so, see,
Iron
it's
Mask.
nice
Oh my
seeing some of these
God.
characters again. You know, Duval,
Fuck
Iron
Duval,
Mask.
dude. Fuck Duval.
F.
That's a C. That
Really?
is a C or an F.
Iron Mask? I didn't know that this was his epithet.
No, I remember because that was why he like pulled up with Sanji. Put him in F though, because fuck Duval. You know what I'm saying? He's the
I
goat. Well,
agree.
he is the goat
He
for
actually is the
protecting
goat.
the ship. He's the
Yeah.
goat, but the name is it's a cool.
Uh,
It is a cool name, but
okay.
Kuma the
Oh,
Tyrant.
yo,
That's an
this
S.
one's
That is an S.
S. This one's S.
Kuma the
Uh,
Tyrant is an S. I don't even think we
Kuma.
need to
Yeah, I mean,
because
because
it's
they also
clean.
call, yeah, it's
It's
clean.
clean.
The Tyrant. No, that's a fire name. Okay, we have Eustace Kid, and they just call him Captain.
That's. I think
Mm,
it's a funny name because people call him useless Captain Mid, but I think it's a
Captain.
B. I think it's Captain. Captain.
Yeah.
I think it's a B or a C because it is like based on a real life pirate. At least a
Yeah.
lot of these guys
Captain
are, but
Kid.
like
Hmm.
Captain Kid. Captain Kid is a cool like just like it's
That has a
clean
nice
name.
ring to it. Yeah.
It does have a nice ring to it.
Ah,
But the people call him Captain Kid.
yeah, they
That's it.
do. Where in relation to B though? What do you think, Aid? Better or worse than
Was the
Cyborg?
Falcon? Oh my god, the fuck the Falcon, dude. Better than the Falcon.
Okay, he's definitely better than the Falcon.
Yeah, I'll put him there.
Uh-huh.
Surgeon of Death. This is an S.
Oh yeah,
This
this
guy
is
boss
easy.
keeps going.
This is
He's
ass.
going
I mean,
S.
do we really need to explain like Surgeon of Death?
It has that shit tatted. Ted Death tatted. That's
Hmm.
pretty cool.
And I think it's so fitting
Um,
for his character. Okay, next we
Massacre
got Killer.
Soldier. No, we're gonna
This is
see.
this is terrible. Like
We'll even skip
again,
him. Fuck him.
it's
See.
like a little
See.
kid made this name, you know? Like what do you want to be called?
Yeah.
Massacre
And his name
Soldier.
is
It's just like
Killer. Massacre
and his name is
Soldier Killer.
Killer.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this name, to be honest.
All right, so we got some really
Oh.
cool, good ones to
Okay,
next to.
Buggy. Okay, so
Buggy.
Buggy is known as Buggy the
The
Clown, but
Clown.
also known as Buggy the Star Clown. But I think Buggy the Clown, I like that name for him. I think
I
that's
like
good.
Buggy, the
Buggy.
Genius Jester.
Oh, that's also good too. Yeah.
Buggy D Clown
Yeah.
is iconic.
D
This
Clown.
guy,
Yeah.
this is the first emperor that we've ever seen on the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you think
That
about
is
it,
true.
the first Yonko battle is Buggy the Clown versus Straw Hat Luffy,
Mm-hmm.
and
I think
I
A.
think he goes in A.
Yeah. No. I think. I mean, Buggy the
Buggy.
Clown. Okay. Where in A? It's definitely. It's not the bottom of A. It's
I think it's mid. I think it's below red hair.
red hair. Okay.
Well,
No, I agree with that. Okay. Oh,
now,
this one I
Gang.
like.
Gang is
Gang.
S. I think Gang is
Yeah,
so
gang.
funny. It
Dude,
is so cool.
it is so cool that they just call him Gang. And I think especially with his
Capone.
character, it's very fitting for his character. This goes into S for sure.
Yeah. So next
Okay,
one
we
is
have
X Drake.
X Drake, who's also known as the Red Flag. Nobody's calling him this.
Nobody's calling him that. I just
This
texted my
guy's literally
girlies
just a
and
Drake.
said that he's
Like,
a red flag. Fuck that.
yeah.
No, he's C. That's a C.
Yeah, nobody's calling
That's
him
a low
this.
C.
It's a low
Nah,
C
ain't no one calling
somewhere.
that shit, bro.
Better or worse than Sky
I'm just
Boss?
the world better than Sky Boss.
Okay. Next we got Basil Hawkins, known as the Magician.
That's a cool name,
I do like the
but
name.
is
And this well, I really like Basil Hawkins as a character, but I think like somewhere top of C, the Magician. I don't think it's oh, better or worse than the Grim Reaper.
better than Demon Sheriff, below Grim Reaper.
Okay,
So the
that's
next
good.
one is
Dude, Scratchman of Pooh, dude, I hate this guy.
fuck up.
Roar
I
of the
fucking hate
Sea,
it. Bro.
I'm putting him into F. Actually,
What are you roaring at, bro?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let's be fucking
I think this is just like not a good
see.
name.
See this next one, Mad
Ooh,
Monk.
okay. What's his
This I
name?
think this goes to B or
Euro?
A.
Yeah, this is
Erouge.
Mad Monk. Oh, this is I think oh, I think this is maybe high B.
I think it's high B. I think it's below rebellious,
Yeah,
below
I
world's
was thinking
worst
right
criminal.
here, better than Devil Child, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then next we got Jewelry Bonnie, the Glutton.
Dude, I think that's a C or a B. To be
I
honest,
think this is B. I kind of like this name,
it is a cool name, but it's like
Glutton.
the
I
glove.
think bottom of B.
Yeah, we gotta. Dude, Oda does a really good job with these names.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones. To Dark King,
Okay.
I think Dark King is another S.
Yeah, this is S.
S.
Dark King, dude.
Dark King's S. I think it's the fact that you're the second man, the first
Hmm.
mate, right? You're not even the main guy on that crew. Your
Yeah.
name is Dark King. You must have done some shit
Hmm.
to get that fucking name.
Yeah, for people to call you that, yeah, that's an S for sure. You already know. We
So
got
Okama
Ivankov.
King.
Okama King.
Okama King is cool. I like Okama King. I don't really like Miracle Person.
Yeah.
Uh, I'd say Okama King is A or B. But I
Okama
don't think
King.
Okama King is synonymous with Ivankov. When
So
I think of
that makes me
Ivankov,
think B then, you know. But
yeah,
it's
I'd say
definitely somewhere high B.
I think below Demon Child.
Right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Same thing with Pirate
Okay.
Empress. I think Pirate Empress
Yeah.
also goes here
Fire
too.
Empress
They can just end that spot.
somewhere here.
Yeah. It's the Shiryu
Of the
of the
rain.
Rain.
Oh,
It is a cool name, but why? Why is he of the
yeah.
Rain? You
I
know what
don't
I'm
know why he's
saying?
of the rain, like why it's of the rain, but I do like that name for some reason. Like whenever I reference Shiryu, I always think of Shiryu of the rain for some reason.
But it's like, why? Why is he
I
of
don't
the
know
Rain?
why, but I do think of it. So what? Somewhere middle, somewhere B.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, better or worse than Cyborg? Yo, Frankie's literally in the middle of B right now. Like literally in the middle. So better or worse of the
Um,
rain.
I think I think he's
This was kind of tough.
I think he's low B. To
Low
be
B.
honest, for
Oh
me,
really?
but
Okay.
it's below.
Oh yeah, I'll toss him in somewhere here.
Yeah. No one's
Okay.
calling Gin this. No one's calling him the man demon man demon.
Yeah.
Gin's
Man
cool. I
Demon?
fuck with Gin, but
Gid is yeah. Nobody's calling him Man Demon.
uh, she's same thing with the next few, right?
Where do you
Same thing
think
with
this?
San Juan
Wait, where do you
Wolf.
think he goes though? F?
C.
C?
Nah, not F. Gin gets respect, but
He gets some respect. More respect than Sky Boss?
fuck
Yeah.
both Skyboss. How did Skyboss go to B?
Wait, where was he? Where did he start off at?
Low B, lowest B.
I was tripping, dude. I don't know what I was on. Okay. Next we got
San
San
Juan
Juan
Wolf.
Wolf Colossal Battleship.
That's too basic. That's F. That is like, oh, this is
This
Lyle.
guy's big?
Is
Okay.
Lyle's a Ford F-150. No man,
The
dude.
Colossal
Okay,
Battleship.
Crescent Moonhunter. I like Crescent Moonhunter because wasn't that her whole
Really?
character? She hunted some old man.
Katarina Devon, Crescent
I like
Moonhunter.
Crescent Moonhunter. It also fits with their Devil Fruit. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
why. When I think of like Nine Tail Fox, the whole lore with that
Yeah.
Crescent Moonhunter. I think that's a cool
Yeah.
one. I actually think it's like a B or a C.
I'm willing to put somewhere in, I think this is better than Iron Mace.
All right,
Crescent Moonhunter. That has a nice ring to it.
it does.
Yeah.
Vasco shot. Heavy drinker Vasco shot.
I
I
like
think
the
it's a
name
C or a
Vasco
B.
Shop better than Heavy Drinker. You know?
Yeah. Like
Better
the
or worse
drunk
than
would be
Sky
like a
Boss. Yeah.
better than Skyboss. The drunk would be a better name for a Vasco shot.
Uh-huh.
Vasco the drunk.
Mm-hmm.
And a golden lion Shiki. This is an A or an S.
Okay, yeah. No, oh,
That's we
Golden
need the
Lion.
golden lion. The golden lion.
Dude, yeah, I'm thinking somewhere high A to be honest. Do you think this is top of A?
Yeah.
Golden Lion Shiki. Okay. Let's
Rook King. This is the
see.
same thing. This is C. It's not F
Mm-hmm.
for Pizarro, but it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Corrupt
Yeah,
King. C for Corrupt King.
yeah.
We'll throw him with the rest of his crew somewhere in here. We'll, we'll,
Yeah,
we'll,
all
we'll,
the
we'll,
Blackbeard
we'll
people.
we'll keep the Blackbeard crew around each other, you know?
Skyboss might actually be an F tier.
Okay.
Nickname. Why did
uh,
he land at B?
B for boss.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, Sengoku the Buddha.
it's
Ooh.
whatever. I don't know him as Buddha. I know that's his
That's his
devil
devil
fruit.
fruit, yeah. Ooh. Okay, B
I'd
for
say
Buddha.
I'd say
Bottom
B
of
B
B.
for Buddha. The bottom of B.
Yeah.
Whitebeard, Shurige, that's an S.
Whitebeard,
That's like
also known as
TSU,
what's it called? The strongest man
world's
in the
strongest.
world. Dude, this
Yeah,
is
world's strongest man. World's strongest man.
I think the world's strongest
Whitebeard.
man is fire. And I also think I mean everyone calls him Whitebeard. Nobody's calling him Edward Newgate, you know?
Yeah, it's like that's why I think that's why I think Teach right B is good for Blackbeard because it's like
Mm,
Blackbeard is cool. But it's like, man, no one calling you that. Nobody calling you that, bro.
yeah.
Stop trying to be like Whitebeard. Stop trying to be
No,
like my
I
boy
agree with that.
Newgate. You know,
Hmm. Well, that's like I always
Suru.
forget that his name's Edward Newgate sometimes.
That's how good the nickname is.
Yeah. Let's see. Who do we have?
So
Who's this again?
Suru.
Suru, the great
Suru.
staff officer. This is going
This
at
is a
F.
C.
Really?
Really? Yeah, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Okay.
The great stat,
I
like what? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know much about the Vice Admirals of Suru. You know, what does that mean? Mark of the
Actually, this
Phoenix.
is better than
It's clean.
Skyboss.
Yeah, it's got boss. It's got boss.
Marco the Phoenix.
I think Marco of the Phoenix is
It's better than the
better than the
Falcon,
Falcon.
100%.
Is it better than Cyborg?
Where's Cyborg? The Phoenix? Oh, I kind of like it better than Cyborg.
All right, let's put it there.
I'll have to put it here. Okay. Next we
Next one
have
is
Vista. Of the Flower Sword or Rose Sword, some might say.
um that's
Mm,
a C. Vista is the guy that squared up with Behawk though, so I'm gonna put respect on his name, but
yeah, I'm just
so
gonna
I'll say
throw him somewhere and see.
C. So the Dawn Krieg. Dawn Krieg, the
Yeah,
GOAT. He made it to
Dawn.
Hachinosu.
I
He
actually
made it to
think
Hachinosu.
I actually think this is a really good nickname, Dawn.
Dawn Krieg. That's a good name. I'd say that's a bottom of B, to be honest.
Okay,
I think if we're
I was
doing
thinking
the
B.
servers, maybe put it C. So Diamond Jozu.
Ooh, Diamond Jozu. Mm,
I think that's a B or C.
yeah, I was trying to decide whether it was low B or high C.
Let's put it C. Let's put it
I
C.
think
Let's
it's
put it C.
somewhere high C. I think somewhere right there.
Scored. Scored is F. Fuck scored.
What is this guy's name? Maelstrom
The
Spider?
Maelstrom
Bro,
Spider.
again, some of these names, it's literally just like he opened up a dictionary to two separate pages and just pointed at two different words and was like, I okay. Let's
Um,
see. Next we got Neptune, god of the sea, also known as the Great Knight of the Sea. Dude,
I'd say it's a
it's not better than First Son of the Sea. I think it's somewhere like low
no.
B.
Yeah, I was gonna say C or B. So I'll go bottom of B.
I think
Wet
it's
haired.
not too bad. Okay, this one, wet
Wet
haired.
haired F. Wet
This
haired
is
is F.
this is
Wet haired. We're
F.
not even gonna talk about this.
Better or
The same
worse than
thing. Bamboo.
Skyboss?
Bamboo demon. Better than Skyboss for sure.
Bamboo
Bamboo
Demon.
demons go.
Demon
I'm putting you in
Bamboo.
F too.
Really? Okay, I'm down.
I don't like it.
Again, I
I
think
hate it.
this is also one of the ones where it's just like, why?
Virgo is so cool. Virgo
Yeah.
is so cool. He could have had a way better nickname.
Hmm.
Demon, bamboo demon.
or
And next
demon bamboo.
is
Yeah.
Foxfire.
Oh, I like this name.
Dude, Foxfire is
I
such a
like this
cool ass
name.
nickname for a character like Kinemon. Because whenever
Yeah.
I think of Kinemon, I think about a goofy motherfucker, dude.
Yeah.
And no, I'll put Foxfire high B.
Yeah. No.
Below Fire and Empress, I think, to be honest.
But right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really like this name Foxfire. 'Cause he almost like for some reason it's like it kind of has like a similar ring to like Fire Fist, you know? Like
Yeah.
Foxfire is pretty nice. Okay, these
So
two.
next, fuck
Um,
these guys.
this is the
Fuck the
Yeti
Yeti
Cool
Cool Brothers.
Brothers, Killers of the
Yeah, I was
Snowy
saying is
Mountain.
nah, put him in F, bro. Put him in F. Get these motherfuckers out of here, bro.
Okay.
Heavenly
Ooh.
Demon is an S tier. Heavenly Demon is S.
Yeah. Heavenly Demon is S.
If Surgeon of Death is S, so is Heavenly Demon.
Heavenly Demon falls within that same category.
So the Evening
Um,
Shower.
we got Kanjuro,
I think it's a
Evening
funny name,
Shower.
but I'll put that in C. Conjuro. That's my boy.
Yeah, the Kanjuro,
I love Conjuro.
Evening
You love
Shower.
Conjuro.
This is just such a weird name too. It's probably
Yeah.
better than the napping.
Fuck Rebecca. I hate Rebecca.
The undefeated
Oh
woman.
my
Okay, yeah,
F.
I also don't like Rebecca.
F.
I
F.
think
F.
yeah,
Get
somewhere
her out of
here.
here.
Okay. Oh,
Hawkeyes. This
you
is
already know
S.
because they call him the strongest swordsman in the world, and they also call him the Marine Hunter. This is
He has a
ass.
lot of cool
You know,
nicknames.
because
Yeah,
everyone
he
calls
does.
him Hawkeye. Nobody calls him Draco Mihawk. Like they
Yeah.
just call him Hawkeye or
So
Mihawk,
we got a Vice Admiral Maynard,
the
the
pursuer.
Pursuer.
It actually kind of has a good.
That's a C.
It has a ring
I
to
think it's
it.
a
It
C.
has a ring to it. I think somewhere at sea, the pursuer,
Yeah.
somewhere around the ship cutter. Oh, okay.
Flame
Flame
Emperor,
Emperor.
I think is an A. Bottom of A.
You think bottom of A?
Because
I think this is better than Blackleg though. Flame
all right,
Emperor.
it is a cool ass nickname.
I think
But
this goes here because I don't think it beats First Son of the Sea.
yeah.
Actually, okay, maybe right here. Flame Emperor is pretty
Nolan the
cool.
Liar is fire. I
Nolan the
love that nickname.
Nolan the Liars actually like
Nolan the Fire.
yeah, Nolan the Liar is actually a pretty good name. Okay.
Yeah.
Next we got
Bastille the Short Cutter.
Bastille the
That might be
Shark Cutter.
C.
Again,
These next few,
these
yeah.
some of these names is just like
We
I
gotta
don't
put these
know.
next to
Somewhere here.
the same.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, let's put Pedro first because we gotta put these two guys together.
Okay, yeah.
Pedro
Of the
of the
treetops,
Treetops.
dude.
Nah, bro,
Why?
get the fuck out of here.
This is a
Get the
terrible
fuck out of
name.
here.
Maybe if he was like a monkey, like it would
I
make
love
more sense.
Pedro.
But this guy's
Pedro's cool.
like
Pedro's cool, but
of the
they did up dirty
treetops
with that name.
makes no sense. Okay, these two,
So
where are we putting them? Ruler of day, ruler
uh,
of night. You
I
know,
think like top of C or low B.
yeah, because
Duke
they have to
Dogstar.
go
I love
together.
Duke Dogstar. Duke
Duke,
Dogstar.
Duke Dog. Okay, I think C because I don't think.
But they gotta go together though.
Yeah, they go somewhere around here, like this. Yeah.
Dude,
Um,
what's up with the fucking
the drought.
dude? Jack the Drought. I think Jack the
Dude,
Drought
this
is just
is
as good as Wildfire.
yeah,
Like,
no. I think this is
it's
better than the
crazy
wildfire.
how
I
these
think
guys have
this
the
is
coolest
I
name.
actually think this is better
Nah,
than the plague. Actually, it's like
yeah,
somewhere. I think I like the drought. I
yeah.
thought this was such a cool epithet when they first introduced them, like the drought.
Mm-hmm.
You
Garuda, fuck. We hate Judge. Fuck Judge. Garuda
like I don't even understand what that means, Garuda. Like this
of
might
the
go on your
Mist.
skybox, you know.
Next one is Rizo.
hmm We got
Look at
Rizo
Rizo.
of the Mist.
That's what bottom B.
Yeah, I actually like
It's
this
a cool
name.
nickname.
It,
It's some light.
of the Mist. It kind of reminds me of Shiryu of the Raid, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Sparking Red. I mean,
That's put him. We put him next.
where's the family? Yeah, put them all together. Yeah, we gotta put them all together. Heavy
Skyfall.
Falls is
What
just
were we thinking? How how was
okay.
that B at one point?
Okay, okay. The last one we got Cat
Cat
Burglar
burglar.
Nami.
I
Mm,
say that's a C for cat burglar, but the
yeah,
top of C.
like top of C or just somewhere up here?
Top of C.
Oh, the very top.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is a long list. Holy shit.
okay. So we consolidated our list. Do like before we even go like and get through S, like do we need to move anything around? I think we just start off with that, you know. Skyboss at the bottom now.
I think this is good. I'm like looking
This
at
is
it.
good. We got the family together. Like all of the ones in F, I'm like, okay, yeah. No, I agree.
Fuck them.
Dude, I think Massacre Soldier just sounds so childish to me.
Yeah, let's put that at
I think this
F.
goes with the F.
Same thing as Skyrider.
Of the forest. Oh man.
Public Forest is cool.
That's better than Massacre Soldier.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's just consolidate like the top and bottoms of the
So
list.
I think it's good. It's just
Mhm.
like because I'm like a lot of this is just comes down to who the fuck calling these guys
Yeah.
fucking Ghost Princess. You
Okay,
know what I'm saying?
Shiki. Let's do this. Shiki, bottom S or A?
I think bottom best. Golden
You
Lion is
think
so
Golden
cool.
Lion's pretty
I think
cool.
all they fit. Yeah. All right.
Maybe there
That's
might be
it.
some bias. Wait, dude, okay. When you say that, I don't know why. I think Jack the Drought just has such a nice ring to it. But I
Hey,
do
Jack the Bear is
agree.
awesome.
Yeah, I think Pyro Hunter. Yeah, okay. Buggy the
Oh my god,
Clown.
the top three is gonna be crazy.
Okay, so I guess now we have to consolidate the S. You know, like let's actually like rank the S, and then obviously at the end we'll do our top three, right?
Like
Okay.
yeah.
I think Golden Line I think is bottom of S. I also think Gang is somewhere bottom. Like I think Gang is somewhere here too, bottom of S.
Um. Okay,
Okay.
so my S tier, I'll give you my three, and tell me if
Mhm.
you agree. All right.
Or I was just
I think it's
thinking we consolidate the list. So I'm thinking these two are bottom, like Gang
okay.
and Golden Lion. Like they're not contending for top three, you know. Um, what's it called? Damn, wait, these are all okay. Big
I
news.
think
I
Soul
think
King is there. I
what?
think Soul King is also goes below too.
I think Big News and Soul King go somewhere around here too, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
then,
Okay, these are kind of
oh my
hard.
god,
Um, dude, I really like Heavenly Demon though.
we put. I think we put Big Mom there.
Where here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Mom. Because I've already decided who my top three are.
Oh, really?
Right. Yeah.
Dude,
All
the
right.
more I think about it, the more I think I'm biased.
All right. Okay. Say your top three right now.
Wait, hold on. I
It,
actually
it'll
gotta
like
think about
clear up
this.
space. It'll clear up space. It'll clear up space.
I think my top three.
I'll give you a name and that I think is on your top three.
Okay.
The Tyrant.
Yeah. I don't know. I
All right.
think
So
that
let's put
the
him up there.
Tyrant is such a cool name.
It fits his because it fits him like
It just
ironically.
makes
Like
him,
he's not, you know.
yeah. Like it's just such a
It was
menacing
I
name.
think
Like the Tyrant.
put it at the tier above. Like,
Did you
this
also
is a
agree?
yeah.
Okay.
That's one of them. I'll give you
Okay.
another one that I think is on the list. The Fist.
The Fist. The Hero of the Marines. Dude, I don't know.
Okay, that's one of the top for me.
Really? Okay.
But I think it's because
We'll move
dude,
this
it's
up.
like all right. What about Fire Fist?
Firefist? I don't think so.
What about
I
Pirate
think it's a
King?
cool name. Dude, I like although I give him respect, I think Mm,
No, I don't think it's top
I
three.
don't
I'm just
think
kidding.
so.
I'm just naming.
I think
See,
it's
this next one,
better than
Surgeon
these.
of Death.
Dude,
Surgeon of Death, I
this is
think is top
cool.
three.
I think this is I think this goes to the ass. I think it's so cool. Surgeon of Death.
So that's two of my three, right?
Okay.
And there's a few others that I would like. I would accept. So
Dude,
I
okay.
would usually have out of the next was it one, two, three, four
One,
between
two, three,
Kaido's Dark
four.
King, Whitebeard, and Heavenly Demon.
Oh yeah.
I think it's King of the Beasts
Okay.
or Heavenly Demon.
I think that was it the what is it, the world's
World's
strongest
strongest creature.
creature? Oh, that's
I think King of the Beast is insane.
yeah,
Like,
King
I
of the
think it's a really
Beast.
cool name.
I think King of the
Or Heavenly
Beast
Demon.
or yeah, I really like Heavenly Demon too. Like I think if this was my
Yeah,
list, that it goes somewhere like it would be like something like this. Actually, it would be something like this.
oh
Like
for sure.
my list. I think Heavenly Demon is actually super cool. And
Yeah,
then obviously Whitebeard, Pirate King, the Fist. The Fist is so funny.
yeah.
But so is this it? This is our list?
This is I agree with that top three. It's like Kuma the Tyrant, like you said, like it fits him like ironically. Like they give him
Hmm.
a very menacing, but like he's such a nice guy. He's super
Yeah.
chill. And it is just like in its own things and just how cool it is. It's a really
Yeah.
cool name.
I do think that the
So
title of the Tyrant is pretty cool.
same thing with King of the Beast. It rings off really well,
Hmm.
right? And Real Strong Teacher. But Surgeon of Death, oh my god, that
Yeah.
is
When they first introduced
crazy.
them as the Surgeon of Death, I was like, oh okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's
So
crazy
yeah.
how cool like some of these names are, and then how bad some of these
Sky
names are at the
Boss.
same like
Sky
Skyballs, bro.
Boss.
Where do
How
we
did
have
he
we had him
go?
here?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
that's all right.
Mhm.
So that's it.
Yeah, I guess
Oh
that's
my
our
god, this was a
list.
long
I
video.
know,
Jesus.
but
I
we
knew it was
just
gonna be
went
long.
through most of the epithets. You know, obviously there's more, but I mean, if we did everybody's, like we'd be here all day. You know,
Yeah.
so you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, I thought this was a ton of
Man,
fun. I learned a
this is
lot
a lot of
too.
man, listen, guys. If you guys have made it here this far, please give us a like, subscribe,
Hmm.
comment, all that fun stuff. And what you guys think about this list too? If there's any changes you'd like to make, um, check out our socials down below, guys.
Hmm.
Whatever you're listening to. I guess it's only gonna be YouTube, but
Yeah.
um, wherever you find us, man, just give us a thumbs up.
Hmm.
Um, I had a lot of fun making this, and
Yeah.
hopefully next week we'll release some more fun activities too.
Hmm. No,
And
we got
yeah,
a lot of ideas, so we should be
also
good.
backlogged.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, all right. Until next time, guys.
Yep.
Peace.